Whenever we come to London, we try not to do the super tourist things and try to find things that are more interesting and maybe a little bit less touristy. But today, we're taking a different approach. For the last few years, we keep seeing all kinds of viral videos about different foods and restaurants that you seem to have to try when you come to London, and we've never tried them. So today, we are gonna try some of the most popular restaurants, some of the most viral foods that we've seen, and see if they're actually worth checking out or if they're kind of overrated. We're starting with Dishoom, which is probably the most famous Indian restaurant in London, if not all of the UK. It is known for having lines around the block to get in, and it seems like tourists always come here whenever they come to London. So we're gonna check it out and see what it's like. Although we are gonna try breakfast because our friends Sean and Caroline said that the breakfast here was really good, and it's not supposed to have a line, which this location currently does not. From the moment that we sat down, I could definitely understand why this place is the cool hip place that it is. I think one of the things that makes it famous is that it's supposed to have an authentic Mumbai cafe experience. And honestly, I feel like it is so well done in here. It's feeling like a little bit deteriorated. It's giving like Disney production of how well it's giving a theme, you know? And I enjoy that, I appreciate that. But the thing that I appreciate even more is that our food came so fast. I feel like we ordered it and 5-10 minutes later, our food has arrived. We both got naan, they're naan rolls, because we were told that the naan is one of the things that they're famous for. And they make them fresh when you order them. And so I got the vegan sausage naan roll. Got some chili jam on there. I added an egg to mine because I can. That egg, the yolk looks so yellow. It's like a farm fresh egg in there. Mm-hmm. And Jeremy got bacon and brie.
Yeah, it's a seasonal one.
Oh, streaky bacon even.
Yeah.
Yum, that looks really good.
It does look good.
There's a nice good layer of bacon in there.
It does. Also has a cranberry, I think chili. We'll try it without it first. Streaky bacon's nice. I can taste that brie. I think mine still might have the chili sauce in there as well. Yeah, and that naan seems really fresh. It seems really nice. Yeah, it's good.
It's really good. The sausage almost has the consistency of like black pudding. It has kind of a similar vibe to that. It's really good. And also, the sauces are really good. The cream cheese with the chili jam, nice combo. This is really good. Our friend Sean said his favorite thing was the chocolate chai. So we both ordered that. It's really good, right?
It's really good, different than any chai thing I've had before, but really nice.
And like a nice decadent dark chocolate. We kind of forgot when the chocolate chais came out and it was in this little glass, I thought, well, that's a little underwhelming, but I already forgot that he told us that they had free refills, so we have another one. That was a really nice experience. Is Dishoom overhyped, overrated? I don't think so. I mean, at least not for breakfast. We have not tried to wait in the line to have lunch or dinner, and I would like to try that at some point. According to Reddit, there are a lot of places in London where you can get as good or better Indian food, maybe for a little bit less of a price, but for the about a little under £37, including the gratuity that was added for breakfast, I feel like that was overall a pretty good value for London at least, and really good quality food. I would definitely be interested in trying lunch or dinner sometime, and might even endure waiting in line for it because the breakfast was that good. We asked our pal John, who asked his friend Ed, about cool viral places to check out here in London, and this place is Spud Bros Express. I guess this is a new London location for them. And the situation is that they have 3.5 million followers on TikTok for their jacket potatoes, which to me seems like a very simple thing to have queues for, But I guess part of the excitement is that maybe they'll feature you on their TikTok channel. I don't know. We're gonna go check it out and see if it's worth the queue, which doesn't seem to be too bad today. We were told that the classic with beans and cheese is kind of the go-to, what everyone usually gets. But Toby, who was working and very helpful and lovely.
Toby suggested the Spud Father, which is the jacket potato with garlic butter, tram sauce, chili con carne, and crispy fried onions.
And he also very helpfully pointed us around the corner to a park where we could sit and have an enjoyable meal. What he didn't mention was the Home Alone bird lady feeding all the pigeons. Yep, that's really, really good. It's kind of like a chili dog, but on a jacket potato. And with some nice crunch to it from the onions. I think if you are American like we are, and you've never had the beans on the jacket potato, because that's not really a thing in the US, you should definitely try that if you come here. But this is really good, and I'm glad that Toby suggested it, so thanks, Toby.
I'm not sure what the tram sauce is. Toby said he couldn't tell us what it was, but whatever it is, I think it adds a nice flavor. All of it together, quite tasty.
Yeah, really, really good, really nice. Is it worth the, I think, 11 pounds that we paid for it?
You know, honestly, it's a pretty big serving. We're gonna be able to share this. I don't think that's too terrible.
I agree. I mean, it's a fairly simple concept, but it is actually really good. It's probably worth the queue. I forgot to mention that there's a 3-cheese blend, and the combination of just, if you get a bite with the cheese and the garlic butter, it's got a real like pungent flavor to it. It's really nice. I feel like there's a lot happening in this dish and I like it. It is more than just your standard jacket potato. This pigeon seems to think so too. If there's any indication that we liked it, it's that we cleaned the plate. I guess we just missed them. They were just here in the last couple days, the actual Spud Bros. And so it would be cool if you just showed up and they happened to be here, which is probably more of an appeal for their Preston location, which is the original location. And you can watch the live stream of them interacting with people and serving food, making their food, and they're handsome and they're viral on TikTok. So I definitely get the draw. And the food actually does follow through. So that's a good thing. Even though we may have had a pigeon audience, this really was a pro tip about the park. We were strolling down the street, making our way to try a sweet treat, when I noticed a different sweet treat in the window, and I said, oh my God, I remember this from TikTok. And so we came inside to try it. I love croissants. I love cubes. And so when I saw a year or two ago on TikTok that there were these viral treats in London that were a cube croissant, I said, I really want to try that. And I don't think that this is the original location that they went viral from, but I am very excited to try a cube croissant. And we got a Biscoff one, which we both love Biscoff things, so I don't think we can go wrong. Plus the place is so Instagram adorable in here. It seems like the perfect place to have a photo shoot, which is not for me, but it might be for you. This place is for millennials. It is all pink and very Instagram photo worthy inside. There's a sign that says, "Rollin' with the homies," a nice Clueless reference. And they even serve avocado toast. There it is. It's arrived. And it's looking extra cubey.
It's pretty square.
I also got a V60 because, I don't know, I thought maybe they'd have some kind of specialty, like, flavor or something, and they didn't. So I said, I'll go special in a different way.
All right then.
It even looks like there's something on the inside.
Yep, it looks like it.
You seem like you're not very impressed by it.
The Biscoff tastes nice. It tastes buttery. We've had better croissants than this before.
There's not really a good way to attack this because it is so crusty, because I think they have to form it into a cube, that it's like really hard. It's really hard to cut. But then also, if you tried to eat it with your mouth, it's like, it seems like a mess, regardless of how you attack it. Yeah, that's a little bit underwhelming. It is the novelty of a cube, but I feel like in execution, the taste is also cubey.
How's your coffee?
Coffee is nice though. Coffee is nice. I do appreciate the giant gob of cookie butter that they have put in this, but
That's fair.
there is at least that. I would still be willing to come back to L&N to try any of the other desserts that in the window that look fantastic, including that Nutella and coffee cake and the thing called Santa's sack.
It might be worth trying it in the place where it originated, which we'll put right here.
I didn't even realize we were this close to Barrack Street.
No.
What's the story, Morning Glory?
Oh. We are in Soho for our next viral food here at Cream Cookie. They serve pretty big cookies that they call, I think, big cookies.
Yes.
And coffee and soft serve. I've heard that they've been very popular. And it looks pretty good. We got the milk chocolate, which I think is their most popular.
That cookie was £5, which it's a very, very large cookie.
A pretty large cookie.
But is it £5 cookie?
I don't know, we have Gideon's in the US. I think it's mostly a Florida thing, but maybe they're in California as well. And they're around the same price. I think they might even be a little more, but they are even bigger than this one.
We also have the chain Crumble, which I feel like these seem similar in size to those.
Yeah, that's true. And they're probably around the same price. And those are good, so we'll see what we think about this one. It is a very nice chocolate chip cookie. It's soft on the inside. It's got a nice crispy outer layer. Chocolate seems like it's nice quality. I'm not completely convinced it's a £5 cookie, but it is a good cookie.
Look at how soft and doughy it is on the inside. That's how you know you found a good cookie, when it's got that texture. Unless you're my mom, who likes them really, really cooked. That cookie is basically perfect. It is so buttery. The edges are just like nice, and they have just like a nice crunch, I think, because of how buttery they are. But the cookie itself is so soft and almost cake-like. It's so good. I really like this cookie. Is it £5 worth of cookie? Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if I'd get it again. Although I would like to try the white chocolate miso one. That sounds very interesting. Unfortunately, we would have had to wait a while for one of those, but you'll have to let us know if you've tried it. Should we come back and try one of the other ones? I like how, as Jeremy and I continue to eat this, we keep just saying, it is a very good cookie. It is a very good cookie. I would say if that was £3, I would be like, this is the best cookie ever. But for £5, it's like, it's good, but is it
£5 good?
Yeah. Made our way through the chaos to Borough Market, which honestly doesn't seem that bad right now. We were here yesterday to get Jeremy the famous sausage roll, a viral queue worth waiting for.
That's true.
But today it's not so bad. We're also here at the end of the day, which maybe is a hack to come here at the end of the day before they close.
Potentially. I think some people are already starting to close, but hopefully we'll find what we're looking for.
One of the viral chocolate strawberries, please. We of course have to try the famous chocolate strawberries, which I think this is the thing of everything today, that we are the most confused about why it's so popular, because it seems very simple. But standing in the queue, the strawberries do look really nice, and watching them swirl that chocolate fountain, yeah, I think they're gonna be good. Also, fun hack I just learned about, they give out samples. So if you don't know if you want the whole thing, just come get a sample first, or just try the sample and leave. We just got told that we weren't allowed to film at Borough Market, which is fine, but also very confusing because I feel like a lot of people film here, but that's okay. We'll stand in the street outside of Borough Market and try the chocolate strawberries. Oh, they've already like solidified already. They're really good. I feel like the combination of the chocolate and the strawberries is very rich and decadent, to the point where I'd almost rather just eat the 6-pound thing of strawberries instead of the chocolate pot that's £8.50, because the strawberries themselves are so good quality. They're really, really nice. But I don't know. I think this is the one where I'm a little bit confused by why everyone loves this so much, because it seems kind of basic to me. And it's a very well done basic, but also just a little basic.
Honestly, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. This strawberries are very good quality. The chocolate seems like it's decent quality. They're good together, but it is a lot. And I think I would probably just like the cup of strawberries just as much, if not more.
I agree. I think, honestly, these are some really, really good quality strawberries. Probably even worth the £6 that the cup by itself is. I don't know that I would add the £1.50 of chocolate
Again,
next time.
yeah.
I have to say though, as far as everything we've tried today, this is probably the, well, I guess.
The biggest miss, and it's not even bad. It's just not as good as I want it to be.
Of all of the things that we are trying today, the one I am the most excited about is Humble Crumble. I feel like not only is this the one that everyone seems to come to when they come to Borough Market, but we also tried crumble at the Manchester Christmas markets, and it was maybe my favorite thing of all of the food that we ate there. And so I have high expectations knowing what a good crumble tastes like. We decided to go with the berry crumble with the hot custard. Our friends Jason and Josh said I think that they got the cold custard, the frozen custard, and that they really liked it. But it's a hot custard kind of day. All right. It's so good. I just really like custard. And anything that you put custard on, and with the berries and the crumble, it's pretty much perfect in my opinion.
Now, my question for you is this better than what you had at the Christmas market?
No.
In Manchester?
No. I think what's different is that the berry in this is more tart. And so it has a little bit different of a combination happening. I don't think I like one more than the other. They're just different. They're different. I will say I think the custard at the one in Manchester was a little bit better. There's that, but I think overall, like, this is one of my new favorite things. And now I feel like I've added it to the list of every time we come to the UK, now I have to have crumble somewhere.
It's still really nice. I agree with what you're saying with the berries. I think these ones are a little more tart, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, just a fact. And yeah, I think I might lean towards the Manchester one a little bit, but it's still tasty.
I like how tart this one is. It reminds me of the strawberries in Special K. Is that weird?
And a reference for not most of the people that watch us probably.
I bet there's Special K here with red berries.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. As we have just learned, things may be shutting down, but if you come to Burrow Market like the last 2 hours that they're open, chances are you won't have to wait in any queues. We have made our way over to Brick Lane, a place that's famous to get a curry, but I have something else in mind, and also it is famous, or at least it was. I feel like I kept seeing videos about this on YouTube a few years ago. I don't know if it's still the viral sensation that it was a few years ago, but we're going to a bagel place. What I didn't realize is that there's actually 2 of them, but we're going to the one that has all the people inside, which is also the one that I've seen on the internet. £6.20 for a pretty hefty looking bagel, and I feel like she called it a bagel. And I'm like, is that how you say that here? I mean, it is spelled different than we would say it, so.
Here's the gherkin.
It's got a lot of salt beef in it.
It does. This feels like it's gonna be a mess. It's a really nice bagel. That salt beef is kind of like a corned beef pastrami kind of thing, which I'm into. Really crunchy, nice pickle. I like this.
How's the actual bagel? Because it looks like a different consistency than what we would get in the US, but also we're not from New York. We're not from New York or anything, so we're not that picky.
No. Like, not the same that we had in New York, but I still think it's a pretty good bagel.
Yeah, It's pretty simple, but it's really good. Just nice salty beef, good mustard, good pickles, and real chewy bagel, which I enjoy. I'm into it. And for a little over £6 for this like pretty hefty thing.
That's like a pretty good deal for London.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely the best value we've gotten today.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm impressed with the steady flow of people through this place, including the cabbages that just stopped here. That was so good that part of me wants to try some of their pastries or bread or something else, because I'm sure that for like 80p for a donut, you can find a lot of good deals in there, but I think we're both pretty good for the day. However, I am going to say that that is 100% the best value item. Of the day. My personal favorite, I don't know. That's a tough choice. I think my personal favorite might even be the potato, the Spud Bros. I just thought it was pretty darn good and like a nice filling meal. And for £11, it wasn't too bad. I was just thinking about how for about £1.50 less than the chocolate strawberries that we had earlier, that was so much more food.
Oh yeah.
And so much, just a lot more going on.
In fact, I think that may have honestly been my favorite thing from the day. It was good. It was simple, but the quality was good and it just tasted good. I liked it.
Anything that you thought was overrated that someone else shouldn't go have?
I think the strawberries are real borderline for me. The strawberry quality was good, but I think we said it earlier, I would have just rather, for a little cheaper, just had the cup of strawberries.
Yeah, I agree. A little overrated. The great thing about it, though, is that they did offer free samples. So if that's something that you're into, definitely try the sample, because then you can determine if you want to pay another £8 plus for the whole thing.
We've had a great day today, going all over one of our favorite cities to try a whole bunch of food. Thank you for coming. Thank you to our patrons for always supporting the channel.
Have you seen the video where we tried London staples like pie, mash, and liquor? Because if you haven't, you should go watch it. It'll be right here.